Well, everybody, welcome back to the Racing Trucker. Hey, today is load-in day at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Big day today. So I am at the shop right now. We are 17 minutes from the track. There's some construction going on, so I'll head on over there now. Time is kind of tight. It's 9:10 in the morning, and we load in at 10 o'clock. So I got to get over to the track to the staging area, which is a gravel lot directly across the street from the speedway. So we're going to head on over there now, and then they're going to load us in. We're going to go through the tunnel and into Indianapolis and park, and then I'll explain how everything happens after that when we get there. So let's go. All righty, everybody. Well, we have arrived. You can see we're here at the staging area, and I really can't see the camera. The sun's shining on it. Hopefully, you're catching all the trucks behind me. But anyway, so we're going to stage here for about half an hour, and then they're going to start letting us in. We're going to go across the street, and there's the speedway right across the street right there, famous Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We're going to go through a tunnel, and then we're going to go into the paddock and park. So we'll come back here in about half an hour and we'll continue on. Alrighty, so we are parked here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. See all the trucks behind me, we're all in the line. Here's what's different about Indy. We do not work here at the transporter or the hauler like we normally do. Or if we have a garage like at Watkins Glen or somewhere like that, usually the transporter is parked directly across from the opening of the garage. Here, totally different. We're parked here and the garages are way over there behind me. So it's a little ways to walk. So what we have to do at noon, now it's almost 11 o'clock. At noon, we get the okay to open the trucks. What we have to do is unload everything and then transport everything over to the garages. So it's quite a ways to go. So it's a lot of work getting everything over there. And then after the race on Saturday, we got to bring everything back and then reload the truck before we can leave. So that's what's different here. I'm going to do a time lapse. I'm going to walk over to our designated garage so you can see how far it is. Okay, so we're in B25 is our designated garage. So I'm walking to the back of the truck here and let's walk over there and see how far it really is. Alrighty, so a lot of background noise. The Porsches are on track right now. Hopefully you can hear me okay. But here's B25. So here's our little garage space that we'll be moving into to work on the car and have our toolbox in here and everything else that we need. So that's our designated area. So in about an hour, we'll start loading in. Okay, it's been about 2 hours since we opened up the gates and things are starting to settle down here in the parking area. Everyone's kind of have all their stuff already loaded into the shops where we have our stuff in the shop. We got the in position here, which is kind of nice. We got some extra room against this fence here to put stuff, so it gives us a little extra room. No room for Gavin and Tire World over by the shop, so all the tire guys end up setting up their stuff in front of the rigs. So Gavin put up this easy up here with walls and everything to protect his tires from the sun, and he'll be working here, and then before each session he'll transport tires to the shop to get put on the car. Alrighty, so the guys are in the shop getting everything set up. Time for me to go to the pit and see what we have to do there. So here's the famous gasoline alley. Goes underneath the pedestrian seats, and then we're on pit row. So kind of a famous walk I'm doing here. We'll go through here and then we'll go check out our pit. Very narrow pit area here at Indy also. So not a lot of room to work. We'll walk down here and see where our pit stall is and see what we got to do. Alrighty, so here's pit row. We're going to be going in the opposite direction that you guys are normally used to. When the Indy 500 and the oval is being used, they come from where I'm facing towards me. But for the road course, we go that way, so it's a little different. So there's the pagoda and the famous tower, and this is our pit stall right here. We are sharing pit stalls with another team that races in a different category, so we're not on the track at the same time. But it makes it difficult. We have to move our stuff in and out and coordinate with them and make room, so it's really tight. So I'm going to go talk to the guys right now. We're going to put our fuel rig right here towards the back of the pit because we fuel from the back, and then we'll put our timing stand right there, so we have all of our radios and everything working. So probably bring them in for the session, then take them out and put them against that back fence if there's room. So we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, we had a good meeting with the guys here from PR1. My timing stand is going to go right here on this end, and we'll pull it out between sessions so they have more room. But our fuel rig, that can go right here where these barrels are, so it'll go right here,
and it'll stay there for the weekend. So we have a plan, and looks like everything's going to work out really well. Alrighty, it's 4:30 in the afternoon now, and we're getting ready to do a scheduled thing called fuel drops. So basically, if you're new to the channel, I'll explain it real quick, but IMSA mandates how much fuel we can carry. Every car, depending on their fuel consumption rate, carries a different amount of fuel. So that way, theoretically, they all run out of fuel at the same time. They all have to pit the same amount of times during the race, all that kind of stuff. Also, the time that it takes to refuel is standardized also. Should take you 49 seconds to refuel from empty. This way, a car that carries less amount of fuel, so the amount of time it takes us to refuel has to be about the same also. So that way, a car that carries less amount of fuel compared to a car that carries more amount of fuel, it still takes us all about the same amount of time to refuel. So again, it just makes it all a level playing field for everybody. So we're gonna fill up the car, pump it out, see how much fuel it's holding on to, make sure that our capacity is where it's supposed to be, and then also time how long it takes us to refill, make sure that that's where it's supposed to be. All right, fuel drops are done, capacity checks are done. We're right spot on. So our time to refuel was exactly what's supposed to be. Our capacity is exactly what's supposed to be. So we're good to go for the race. Alrighty, it's now 6:30 in the evening. Still got a little bit more work to do, but winding down. So our pit, crowded. So here is our fueling rig, which also carries the nitrogen for our tire guns, and it's positioned towards the rear of the car. There's the line of where the rear of the car, the rear of our pit stall is, so the rear of the car will be somewhere around here. There's the number 52's fueling rig, so it's right next to ours. Not much room right there. And then their pit stand there, the white one, and then ours. But unfortunately, they need this room right here when they run their car for tires and such. So after our session, I have to unhook all the wires and everything, fold the screens down, and then put it back against the back fence back there in between our sessions. So then before our session, bring it back out, put it back up, hook up all the wires. So fun little project between sessions, but it's what we have to do. So anyway, that concludes today's video drop. Tomorrow, first thing in the morning, we have a 1 hour session. And then mid-afternoon, we'll have another 1 hour session. So we have 2 practices tomorrow. So I'll cover those. We'll see how the new car does. This will be the first time that's been out on an official IMSA track session. So we'll see how it does. Hopefully it's going to be ready to go.